not a lot of people outside of this gym that still believe in our program, and we understand that. But you have to credit our kids for showing up today, fighting, believing that they could win. And I tell people I love my team. These guys have done everything we've asked them to do to this point, and I think we probably played 3.5 quarters of Norfolk State football today. It wasn't pretty on offense, but our defense put us in situations to score. And when we got in the red zone, we're 4-4 in the red zone. And that's something different than we've done all year. 2 clutch field goals by Cam, touchdowns. Didn't turn the ball over other than, the one time I thought we did a pretty good job taking care of the ball. Defense played well enough for us to win again today. You hate to see those guys give up the late touchdown. They would have had 2 second half shutouts. And Dave, I told the guys what you said about not scoring any points in the third quarter all season, so those 2 are for you. But again, just proud of our guys today, and glad that we were able to win, and we'll get these guys out of here and come back and try to do it again next week.
How much was this a game you've been waiting for? I mean, like you knew this kind of performance in this team.
We've been waiting for a while. We talk to our guys all the time, about it being a process, and I don't think there's a huge difference in a lot of the teams in the MEAC, with the exception of A&T. We'd lost 3 conference games by an average of 5 points, and we knew that it was either a touchdown scored or a touchdown not given up, or a special teams error that was keeping us from winning. We won the turnover battle today. The defense goes out and gets they get 3 turnovers, how many interceptions? So we had 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. We turned the ball over once, so we won the turnover battle. Did some nice things today. So it's good to not be sitting here, sad on a Saturday night.
I was thinking, as the game went on, you guys are finally getting the breaks that you usually give other teams. Do you feel that way?
Well, my granddad used to always say you make your own luck. And I think you get those breaks when you do the right things. You don't turn the ball over. You create turnovers. You're tackling. You're not giving up big plays. They took some deep shots that our defensive backs played well down the stretch, because they hit a couple of those deep balls. It's a different game. But when you got kids like Nazir Chavis and Brantley and Kevin Williams rushing the passer, that guy's got to get the ball off. And so it's a lot of positive efforts. And you look at it today. We punted the ball decently today. The other team was a team that had struggles punting the ball. So, a lot of the things that usually go the other way for us went in positive direction.
Greg, how gratifying was it to have the offense finally finish drives?
It was nice. I mean, it was nice to see, because we always knew that we could do it. And I mean, we still made some mistakes out there, but it was nice to see it got going. We was able to put up points.
Marcus, did you get hurt on that fumble?
Nope.
Nah. I just had a little cramp.
I want to ask TC about the defense. You look at the first downs, they had 23 to your 14. I think in the first quarter they had 9, you guys had 1, but you're still up 7-0. How much of that was about bending and not breaking?
I mean, we played hard. Went out there and played hard and played as hard as we could. Ran the assignments the way they were supposed to be ran, and did everything we needed to stop them. Make sure they get in the end zone. So.
For the players, how gratifying is it to have this completed?
It's great. It's great. Like, we all enjoy it. Like Coach Scott said, the only people that believe are the people in this gym and the people in that locker room. So it's great to finally see everything that we worked hard for come to fruition, and we can celebrate.
What do you think about that, Mark?
Excuse me, what was the guy's question?
No, how gratifying is it to have this completed performance?
Well, it just feels good to get the win. I'm glad to finally get our second win of the season, and I just hope to get the ball rolling for these next 3 games.
Was it tough defending all those bombs? They went deep a bunch.
I mean, we got the right coverages, we got the right schemes, and we got the right cornerbacks, back to defending. So it's not really tough. We just do our job and make sure we keep them out the end zone.
Marcus, you seem to take losses harder than most people. How much nicer is this?
I mean, it's just nice. I'm just glad to get a win.
Latrell, how much does this help the players buy into what you've been preaching all year?
I don't know that it helps any more than it makes us feel better. These guys have been brought in since day one, and if they weren't brought in, we wouldn't be losing close ball games. So I think that the buy-in's always been there. It's a young football team. I tell people all the time. If you look at the seniors that played today, or the seniors that participated in the senior portion of it, only 9 of those guys played, and you know, it's a young football team. There are a lot of formations out there with, you know, guys that, you know, if we line up in 10 personnel, you know, the only guys that aren't coming back next year are Greg in the center. You know, if we line up in a nickel defense, there are only 2 guys that aren't coming back next year. You know, so this is a young football team, and I think there are 5 juniors for next year. So senior day will take 30 seconds next year. So it's a young football team, and we're building a program, and we're building it the right way. And you know, we'll build it at our own pace, and you know, everyone else can think what they want to think, but you know, we're going to do it our way.
Greg, you played 2 seasons in this stadium. This was the last one. How much better is it to go out on top of the win?
It's a lot better to go out with a win. I mean, because it would have been bad to have a loss. But I'm just proud of my teammates, honestly, for just fighting and everybody believing that we can win and not giving up on each other.
Guys, was it nice to not play a close game for once? I mean, to have a comfortable lead. How foreign did it feel?
Didn't feel foreign. It was just about time. You know, we've been working toward it. I'm just like, you know, finally, that's what we can work for. We deserve it. So, yeah.
We always knew we can do it. We just finally capitalized more.
Is Kyle Archie okay?
Yeah, Kyle had a
Turf toe coming in.
yeah, turf toe coming in, and you know, just banged around. It's week 9, and you know, guys are beat up, but you know, as far as I know, he's okay. I mean, he was in here jumping around a second ago, so if he was in that bad of a shape, you know, we'll know a little bit more tomorrow. But as far as I know, you know, we're fortunate enough to get out of this thing, you know, fairly healthy.
This has been kind of a depressing season. How much
Depressing?
can this?
Depressing for you or depressing for us?
I think for you guys. How much can this lift the team's spirits going forward?
It lifts you up. I mean, because you know, you put in the work, and you know, when you put in the work that these guys put in, and the work that our staff puts in, and you don't get the result that you want, it's frustrating. And we see ourselves getting better on a weekly basis if everybody else doesn't. But you know, it's just one of these things that football's a game, and there are good coaches and good teams in this conference. And you know, Coach Ferry and I talked before the game. You know, he said, Latrell, there's not a lot of difference in a lot of the teams in our conference. And you know, I think that shows today. I guess those guys were 2-2 in the conference coming in. And you know, I don't know what's going on around the country, you know, around the conference today, but I'm sure somebody else that, on paper, you know, shouldn't have won a game will probably win a game before the night's over. So we just got to do our best and keep on taking care of Norfolk State and recruiting good football players so that we can make a program. You know, there's a difference between a team and a program, and what we're trying to do here is build a program.
I think Hampton lost.
Hampton beat South Carolina State.
Oh,
28-26.
Good for the Pirates.
So South Carolina State was undefeated.
Yes, they were.
So now they're 2.
I pull for Coach Manning when we're not playing against him.
It's your alma mater.
Yeah.
Did JB Smooth come in and talk to you guys?
Did he? I think it was yesterday. You know, today's about our team. Today's about our team. I'll leave that at that.
So he did not.
We talked. He spent time with our team yesterday.
Oh, did he?
He did. He came over, said hello to the guys, and you know, very nice guy. You know, all the guys knew exactly who he was. I guess I don't watch TV enough.
He was at the game.
So you didn't know him?
No, I met him yesterday though. Very nice guy, very supportive of our team. So, you know, it's great when you have alumni that have gone out and done great things that are, you know, willing to come back and spend time. And you seem like a very down-to-earth guy, and you know, just a normal guy. So it's good for our guys to see that you can go to Norfolk State and go out into the world and be whatever you want to be. You know.
What do you tell you guys? You're an aspiring actor. You should have been talking to him.
Oh yeah, I got a chance to meet him and stuff like that. I mean, he says the same thing that all our coaches and, you know, all the people above us and our staff say. Work as hard as you can. Never take no for an answer. You know, shoot as high as you can for your dreams, and you know, hopefully you'll get there. So.